Ladies, I'm here. Come on in, tune in to It's a Girl's Thing Breathe session. Not breathe. Time to exhale. I have to remember that it's time to exhale. So come on in. I'll wait for you ladies to come on in to our time to exhale session. Come on in, ladies. Come on in to It's Time to Exhale session. It's a girl's thing. So you all will have to go into another window. There you go. Hey, Erica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully the other ladies are able to come on in. Hello, hello. Hey, brother. Get your wife on here. Get your wife on here. It's a girl's thing. This is It's a Girl's Thing Time to Exhale session. Hopefully the other ladies will be in a minute. Okay, I'm inviting the other ladies, so hopefully they'll be on in a minute. We just had a hiccup. You know, that devil is something else. I'm telling you, I knew it was something that was going to happen because this is such a hot topic and we need to be free. Hey, sis, I'm so glad that you're in. I'm so glad you're in. All right, Tamika, I see you're in. We're just going to wait a couple more minutes for the other ladies to join us. Hey, Tamika. Okay. Hey, Deborah, I know we're having some technical difficulties. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know. Please type in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Thanks, Destiny. Okay, if someone could type in the chat if they can hear me. Thank you. Thank you so much, Erica. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to thank you. All right, so we're going to move on. So I was asking, when you see an individual, like, what do you think when you think that they're insecure, you know, what are the reasons that you think that they are insecure? Somebody said, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. That devil, he's crazy, but he is defeated. We're going to be free on tonight. We are going to be free. We're talking about insecurities. So, somebody said that they have their heads down. Someone said that, you know, sometimes they can't look you in the eye. And that is like one of the characteristics of someone secure. Some other reasons or characteristics that you may see for people that are insecure is they try to make you feel insecure. Insecure people try to make other people insecure. They have an inferiority complex. All right. So I said they talk about other folks to sometimes take the focus off of them. That is so good. Yes, we're going to be talking about that, sis. That is so true. Yes, they actually we're going to be talking about narcissists, and that's what happens a lot with narcissists. Big on themselves, really to take the focus off of themselves, and they talk down on others. And then you have people that really down other people because you can't hear me. Tara, hey Tara, hey, can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Go ahead. Ladies, can you hear me, ladies? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Let me know. Just go ahead and type it in the chat if you can see or hear me. Okay, yes, transfer of emotions. Great, Tamika. That is so true. That is so true. So I think you all can hear me. Okay, great. All right, so inferiority complex is, it was coined by a psychoanalyst, Alfred Adler, and he says that they go about their day they're striving for superiority. Okay, all day long. It's okay, Tara. Welcome. They're striving for superiority, and it's overcompensating for how they're really feeling. Hi, Andy. Welcome to It's a Girl's Thing. They feel happy by making others feel unhappy. Okay, we're talking about insecure people. We talked about narcissists, and narcissists can either be grandiose. They have grandiose behaviors, all right, and they feel these grandiose behaviors causes them to feel like super entitled, okay, super entitled. And then you have narcissists that are vulnerable, so they are underneath the bravado. Okay, they're vulnerable underneath the bravado. They feel weak and they feel helpless, but however, they kind of put on the front that everything's okay. So we're talking about insecure people. Insecure people drop the humble brag far too often. Okay, they're very insecure and they act like, oh, I'm so humble, hold their head down. This is so common, especially like in church. And I don't know where we get this from, but especially if you have like a calling on your life, or it's time for you to get up and sing, and you walk around and you feel like you have to have your head down, and all of that, because you're showing a sign of humility. We can have humility, but we can still be confident and bold, because our Father is very bold. Okay, Jesus, when you think about Jesus and when he walked on this earth and the things that he had to confront and the people that he had to talk to, he was very bold and he said what he had to say. Hi, Miss Gwen. Welcome to It's a Girl's Thing. This is our time to exhale, and we're talking about insecurities. So we just talked about some of the characteristics of insecure people. Okay, so we see people and we see how they may treat us, or we think about ourselves and we think about how we may feel when we're up against other people. Okay, thank you, Tasha. I'm so glad you're back in. Thank you, dear. Thank you. So we're going to talk about that on tonight because I want you all to be free. All right. So let's talk about what security is, the definition of security is. So it is the state of being free from danger or threat. Securities is the state of being free from danger or threat. To be secure is to be fixed or fastened so as not to give way, become loose, or be lost. When I see that definition, I was like, wow. Okay, because a lot came to my mind. Hey, cuz, hi, Charlene, welcome to It's a Girl's Thing. So we're talking about being secure. So I immediately went back to like your child. Think about your childhood, okay? Because, and I want to ask you all, who makes you feel secure? When you came into this world, all right, who made you feel secure? Go ahead and let's just answer that question. Type it in the chat box. Who made you feel secure? And it's, again, security is a state of being free from danger or threat, okay? It's to be fixed or fastened so as not to give way, become loose, or be lost, okay? Parents, absolutely. Ding, 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 ding. That's the answer. Okay. So, yes, more than likely it's your parents. Some people, my dad, he took care and made sure we were safe. Okay, so here we go. This is so good. We have our parents that are supposed to make us feel secure. That is their jobs, all right? We talked before about nurturers, yes, Tara, parents, or caregivers. Tricia said your aunt. It may be grandparents as well. Whoever it was that took care of you, all right? Deborah, my mother, those are the people that are supposed to make you feel secure, all right? So, women are nurturers, right? So we talked about this some weeks ago about, women and the power that we have and, what my mother and big sister. Okay, awesome. All right. And then we talked about men. So then we had men. Okay, men are here to be our protectors, okay? So we have women here, the mothers, they're there to nurture, they're the backbone of that family, they're there to make sure that the house is running right, but then you have the fathers that are the protectors, okay? They're gonna make sure that you're secure, they're gonna make sure that you're safe, they're gonna make sure that no one take advantage of you. So ladies, what happened? Something happened somewhere along the line to make us feel insecure. Now, I don't know your story, and you can share if you want, but I didn't have my biological father in my life, okay? So that missing piece, all right, is a huge factor. So what I thought about was men being the head. So God put them as the head of the body, okay, as the head of the family. So when you think about a man that is out of his position or has walked away from their family or has never been there for their family or their children, let's talk about children now because we're going to talk about each other. Hey, Lisa, welcome to It's a Girl's Thing. So when a man is not there to give you that security, you are going to deal with insecurities, all right? So I thought about the head and the body, okay? So the head houses the brain. And the brain has to connect with all the nerves in the body. It has to connect with, there's blood that also flows to the brain for the brain to operate. So you got blood flowing back and forth and you have all of these connections going on. So what happens, hey Kira, welcome. What happens is when someone is brain dead, okay? Someone is dead, nothing else is going to function. So what is going on with us ladies, okay, is that if the daddies was not there, hey Linez, welcome. If the daddies were not there, protecting you, making sure that you are safe, making sure that you feel secure, making sure that you understand that you are a queen. Somebody said, hey, queens, we are queens, making sure you understand that you can go to your daddy if there's any male that is bothering you, if there's any male that is touching you inappropriately, that you can go to your dad. Your father is the one that gives that security to his children. If the father is out of place, if they had hey pastor, welcome. If that father is out of place, that head, again, the family is brain dead. You're brain dead. Nothing else in that body is going to be able to function the way that God designed it to function, because that father is out of place. All right. So let's go back. Now, we talked about secure being fixed or fastened so as not to give way, become loose, or be lost. This is so good. So I thought about that, and y'all know where I'm going, ladies. I was like, wow. So when you are not secure, okay, you lose, right? So I'm like, so most people, you're loose, you're not fastened together, you're vulnerable. We talked about some good vulnerabilities and we talked about some not so good vulnerabilities, okay? So right now, you're vulnerable as in being exposed, okay, to people that you should not be exposed to, all right? So this opens you to be insecure. So you're not fastened. Why was I able to be touched on and robbed on and molested as a young girl? Why? Because I was not secured. Yes, my mom was in the home. Yes, I had a stepdad in the home. But if you're in a dysfunctional home, you're going to deal with some insecurities. It is so important. Please, and you know what? I shouldn't have told the men that this is a girl's thing. But anyway, if there's any men listening, watch it. It is so important to have daddies around, because if not, we're going to we don't have our validation. They're the ones that give us our identity. We're going to deal with some insecurities, okay? So, ladies, what just came to me, if you have a baby daddy, all right, and tell your daughters, if they have a baby daddy, the fathers, do not push those fathers away. These children need to know. They need to have the protection. They need to have the love. They need to have the security from their fathers. I'm telling you, I'm sure I would not have been raped at the age of 14. I'm sure I would not have been molested. And if somebody had touched me, if my dad was in my life, if someone had touched me inappropriately, I am sure that he would have made sure that it would not happen again. All right. So fathers, do not walk away, and ladies, do not push men away, because again, going back to the women, and you know, I thought about it. I'm like, us women, this is why we look crazy when we're going up to the schools, you know, fighting for our children, when we're put in positions where we have to be the male role, okay, we're weaving and bobbing our heads and, you know, all of this because we're trying to be this macho person that we were not designed to be. The man was designed to be that protector, okay? So women, don't feel bad if you cannot protect those children the way they need to be protected. If your children are grown and you miss some things, okay, you've done the best that you could as a woman, as a mother, as an aunt, as a grandmother. We need the daddies. We need the security. However, we're going to talk about somebody that if your father is not around, we're going to talk about somebody that would make you secure. Hey, Avis, welcome, welcome, welcome. Carla, welcome. Somebody that will make sure that you are secure, and that is God himself. So we're going to talk about that as well. But let's go on. So I was looking at, of course, Psychology Today, and actually I did a lot of research on this, and they were talking about secure attachment. Okay, so a lot of times the children were made out of lust and not out of love. So that connection is not there. This the truth. It's the truth. It's so true. And that is why, again, that's why it's a girls thing going on. That's why there are other mentors that's out there. That's why you have Boys and Girls Club, different mentors that's out there trying to capture the generation now, because we may have made, some mistakes. We may have been in relationships. Our parents may have gotten into that were not healthy, and I spoke before, I came out of a relationship where my mom did not know, that my dad was married. So generational cycles passed down to our children. So it is our job, it is our responsibility to now try to pour into these young girls, because if not, it's going to repeat cycles after cycles after cycles. All right, so let's get back to the Insecurity. It says, I tell my daughter that all the time, keep the father in the lives of the children. It's the truth. It's the truth. Unless it's just a daddy that is just, let me see, I'm trying to think of a reason not to have a father in the life. Unless your father is a molester, unless the daddy is a molester himself, there is no reason for that father not to be in that child's life, or he chooses not to be there. Okay, or if he chooses not to be there, and then we're going to pray for him. All right, so a secure attachment is classified by children who show some distress when their caregiver leaves, but are able to compose themselves knowing that their caregiver will return. That is so good. So think about when you first take your children to school. Parents, think about when you drop them off to the daycare. They start crying, but eventually they're going to stop, simply because they have confidence in knowing that they're secure. They know that mommy is going to, hey Sean, welcome, welcome. They know that mommy is going to pick me up, or daddy is going to pick me up. So this is the secure attachment, all right? But when you do not have that secure attachment, all right, you're left again to be vulnerable, and you're going to deal with some insecurities. All right. So as a child, parents make their children feel secure. In particular, fathers provide safety and is the protector for their family. All right. A mother, God didn't create the mother to be the protector. The father was created to be the head. We talked about that. So insecure people see others as a threat. Okay, why do you think insecure people see others as a threat? Let's I'm going to ask that question. So go ahead and type. Why do you feel they see others as a threat? So type it in the chat. Okay, because we talked about, I thought about like when you get a security alarm for your home, you're getting that for protection, okay? And when you have a security alarm, it alerts someone if there are any intruders that are entering into your place that should not be there, because this place is deemed secure, okay? But when you are insecure, all right, you don't have that security alarm there to protect you. So when we talk about that security alarm that should be there. We're going to go back to the foundation. When you first came into this world, okay? And when you first felt that protection, and when that protection continued throughout your childhood years to adolescence to now you're an adult, and you don't need that father that should be there to you for you to protect or to protect you anymore, you're now able to stand on your own, okay? But when you are insecure, now everybody else seem like a threat because it feels like they're intruders that is coming into your space. These people should not be here, all right? These people look like they got it going on. They look like they may be doing a little better than what I'm doing. They had their fathers in their lives and I didn't have my father in my life. Or because I was told that I was ugly as a child, I really believe that I'm ugly now, and I am insecure of people that are beautiful because I'm not secure with myself when it comes down to looks. Because I was told that I was fat or skinny as a child, then when I see this perfect model or Coca-Cola bottle shaped individual, I feel insecure because I was told that I was fat or skinny. Because I was told that I was dark skinned, and dark skinned people are not beautiful and light skinned people are beautiful, then I feel insecure because I'm around light skinned people and it's making me feel like I'm not safe. What is going on with me? That is an insecurity. Yes, fear of being exposed. Yes, thank you. Eileen, welcome. Let me see what my sister said. Maybe that person can see them for who they are and they can't fool them with their shenanigans. That's very true. You have so many reasons why people deal with insecurities. It is so true. When you're dealing with dishonest people, dishonest people can be insecure as well. One thing that I had on my list that I didn't see come up was that insecure people can be liars. Okay, they lie because they make it seem like they're putting on a mask. They make it seem like everything is going fine when things are not going well. So we're going to move right on. It says insecure people see others as a threat. Verbal abuse, call ugly, black, bald-headed, fat, skinny, all right? It strips you of your confidence. So insecurity, all right, equals confidence. Security equals confidence. When you think about, again, the home situation, and you have an alarm on your home, you're confident, all right, that this money that you're paying for this alarm system is going to scare off intruders, because if they were to enter in, there's a siren that's going to go off, all right, because it's a secure place. So you're confident. You walk away confident. When you think about securities in a bank, when you think about the Security Exchange Commission and your money in a bank is FDIC insured, you feel secure. You don't worry about that money, and you don't worry about anybody touching that money because it's secure. But when you're insecure, you're dealing with all types of threats to their success in the workplace. Absolutely. But why? Why would you feel a threat in the workplace? It's got to be some type of internal insecurity that you're dealing with. Why would you feel a threat in the workplace? Because if you got it going on and you're doing what you need to do, and the other person got it going on and they're doing what they're needing to do, there's no reason for you to feel threatened by the other person. And this happens so much. And the sad thing about it is that it happens so much in the African American community, because I got it going on and I bust my butt to go to school and I got my bachelor's and I went back, and in all the turmoil I went through, see, people see your glory, but they don't know the story behind the glory. So bless my butt, had to take my children to school with me many nights, got my master's degree, all right? And now I'm in a great position that's almost paying me 6 figures. So don't hate on me because you had the same opportunity, but you chose not to do that. And or you have the same opportunity, maybe doing it, but just haven't gotten there yet. We have got to do better, ladies, especially our African American women. We've got to do better, all right? So security breeds confidence. So another security attachment style for adults, a security attachment style for adults. Let's talk about that. That's right, Pastor. Don't hate. Miss Rosa, welcome back. Welcome back. And you know what? Thinking about that. So, security breeds confidence, and insecurity breeds jealousy. Insecurity breeds envy. Insecurity breeds hatred. My thing is, if someone is insecure, they will go at lengths to hurt you. They will go at lengths to make you lose your job. They will go at lengths to make you feel. Some people will kill you simply because they are insecure. And it doesn't have to be with a gun or a knife or a violent weapon, but people will try to kill you with their tongues, their mouths, because they are insecure. They will drag you in the mud because of insecurity. Come on, somebody. They feel threatened about how others carry it. That's so good, Tara. They feel threatened about how others carry themselves and how you draw others. It's the truth. I'm so glad you said that, because dealing with all of my insecurities that no one knew about, right? I had so many people hating on me simply because the person that God created me to be is I'm very outgoing. Everybody that knows me knows I'm very outgoing. I have a bubbly personality. Out of all the things I've been through, I still have joy. I'm still standing here today, and I am very confident. And the thing about it, it don't sound like it matches, right? It sounds a little weird because you're saying that you struggle with insecurities, but you're yet confident. The reason I'm confident is because I have Jesus Christ. Now, if you don't have Jesus Christ, you got a reason to be insecure, all right? But although Daddy was not there, although I was verbally and physically abused by my mom, although I dealt with molestation and rape and all of that, I still had a confidence in God, and God kept me. So I walk with boldness. And people, my thing is, I shared this with a lot of young ladies, especially when I was mentoring at my church, and then now it is a girls thing. It was not until I was in my 30s that I felt that I was even cute. Now I feel that I am beautiful. I feel that I am gorgeous. That's right. Yeah, I said it. Y'all need to look in the mirror and say the same thing. Okay, ladies? But it was in my 30s before I even felt that I was cute, because I was called ugly so much. Again, I dealt with a mom that was very angry with my dad and took it out on me. So I was ugly. I was butt-headed just like my daddy, with all of those things, okay? So when I grew up, although the outside and the way I carry myself seemed as if, or appeared as if, I really had it all going on and I was so secure, but I had so many insecurities that I had to deal with. Security breeds confidence. Yes, Pastor. Yes, yes. Insecurity breeds jealousy, envy, hatred. Yes. Okay. So let's go on. I want to kind of talk about insecurity now. So we talked about secure attachments for adults, and that is demonstrated by those possessing a positive view of their self and a positive view of others. So secure attachment style for adults, hey Teresa, welcome, means that you have a positive view of yourself and you have a positive view of others, okay? Insecure, you're anxious, And it's the anxious, preoccupied attachment style. That's what insecure people have. It's an anxious, preoccupied attachment style. So I'm going to explain that. By those possessing a negative view of their self and a positive view of others. So let's expound on that. So I don't know about you all, but I have taken like some personality trait assessments, like for jobs. Okay, so some of you all may know exactly what I'm talking about. So you would be the one, if you are anxious, if you have the anxious, preoccupied attachment style, where you possess a negative view of yourself but a positive view of others, you would be more likely say, I want to be completely emotionally intimate with others. But I often find that others are reluctant to get close to me, okay, as I would like for them to. Again, you yearn for that, okay? You yearn for that emotional attachment with other people, but you feel that other people do not want to be emotionally attached to you because there's some insecurities in yourself. You're looking at them in a positive light. You want what they have. You want to be a part of their life. You want to be a part of their story, all right? You want to be in their corner. You want them to be a part of you. But because you are insecure, all right, in the self-view of yourself, you're now feeling like this person doesn't want to be around me, and it makes you feel uncomfortable, all right? So another thing, people with this style of attachment, they seek high levels of intimacy, approval, and responsiveness from their attachment figure. This is so good. This blessed me. So I thought about, all right, so here I am. Y'all know I talk about little girl Lisa, right? So little girl Lisa is the one that was trapped in that body, in this big body, but from an emotional and mental standpoint, okay, little girl Lisa is the one that did not get attention, affection, love, the security that she needed from her father, and all the other things from her mom, okay, because of whatever the circumstances were that I talked about, and dealt with a lot of traumas as a child, now seeks relationships, okay? So if that person, especially if you have a person that you idolize, a person that you look up to, okay, a person that you see in a positive light, if they're not responding to you, then you're going to feel insecure, okay? You value intimacy and you always looking for love in all the wrong places. I told you that's part of my testimony. You're seeking intimacy. Why? Because you need that security. All right. So going back to, if you did not have that daddy in your life, all right, that was able to give you that security, okay, you will always be looking for intimacy because you need to feel secure, all right? They become overly dependent on the attachment figures. Come on, somebody. Do you know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, type it in the chat. They become overly dependent on the attachment figure. Yes, let me hear from you. Yes or no? Can you relate? Is there anybody in your life now or in the past where you felt like you have been overly attached? Okay? Overly attached. You may fall up under the anxious, preoccupied attachment style. All right? Yes or no? Let me hear from you. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Erica, yes. Anybody else? They may feel a sense of anxiousness that only recedes when in contact with the attachment figure. This is so true. And I'm telling you, someone who was insecure. Yes, I hear you ladies. I hear you ladies. Yes. Someone who was insecure and battled with insecurity, okay? But the thing about it is that God has and continues to heal me. But there were times when little girl Lisa, okay, came out of her room, all right, and she shows up and she's very needy right now. Little girl Lisa is needy because little girl Lisa did not have the attention and all of that, the validation and all of that, okay? So little girl Lisa shows up and she tries to reach out to this person, all right? This person that she sees as and is that attachment figure. And if she can't reach them, little girl Lisa start pouting. Little girl Lisa start having tantrums. Now, whoever this attachment figure, it could be a man. All right. It could be, welcome Reverend Cena. It could be a man. It could be a woman. It could be parents. It could be a pastor. It could be mentors. I want to set some ladies free on tonight. You have got to be healed on tonight and set other people free. Let them loose, please. Because of your insecurities, we're holding other people hostage. And what happens, it says that the anxiousness does not recede until they contact that attachment figure. It's so true. When I get that phone call from that attachment figure, whew, I feel so much better. I feel so relieved. Why? Is it really because I needed to hear from them? Because I needed them to answer a question? Or is it really because it soothed my emotions? It soothed my anxiousness. That is what's going on, ladies. Come on. Then it says they often doubt their worth as a person. And oh my God, it's 8 o'clock already. So we're gonna keep going a little bit, ladies, because we had a lot of technical difficulties. They often doubt their worth as a person and blames themselves for the attachment figure's lack of responsiveness, okay? So when the attachment figure does not respond, okay, this person now, little girl Lisa, I'm just going to use her, this person now begin to blame themselves, okay? And this is why people commit suicide. This is why people go into depression and have anxiety, because they're now feeling that something is wrong with them. They're not responding to me. You know, what is wrong with me? Woe is me. I don't want to live anymore. You know, I'm telling you, I've been there and I've done that. But the thing about it is that I like to trace back and I like to get to the root of the issue, because if you can get to the root of the issue, you can stop it from growing. Come on, somebody. When you can get to the root of the issue, you can stop it from bearing fruit. Okay, the fruit of all of those little manifestations of what you're having. Okay, all the temper tantrums, all the breakups, all the going from relationship to relationship, all the selling yourself short simply because I am insecure and I need to deal with my insecurities on today. All right. So the next thing it says, they may exhibit high levels of emotional expressiveness, emotional dysregulation, okay, worry and impulsiveness in their relationship. This is so good, Jesus. I'm just gonna drop the mic. Okay, all right. So, mic drop. These people that deal with insecurities, hey Patrina, welcome. Dealing with insecurities, okay, have high levels of emotional expressiveness, meaning they don't have no problems expressing themselves, okay? But the thing about it is that it's not just a normal expressing yourself. It is going off sometimes, okay? And people looking at you like, what in the world is wrong with you? What the world? Okay? This girl done lost her mind. Yeah, she did lose her mind for a minute. Or, again, little girl Lisa done came out the room. Now, she's showing herself, okay? Remember when we was little and they say, now you showing yourself, okay? But, you know, the parents didn't say it like that. So, she just started acting up. Emotional dysregulation means that your emotions are flying everywhere. It's irregular. One day you're up, one day you're down, one day you're happy, and not just one day. The thing about insecure people, it can be a minute. It can be, you could be happy, and the moment that woman that got the work, that got it going on, will come into that office, okay, and immediately your mood change. Why? Because you are insecure. No one should control you the way that they're controlling you. We have got to get healed. Yes, we have all had a case of insecurities. Absolutely. Yes, Tara. Yes. So there's another style I want to talk about, and it's the dismissive avoidance style. This one is demonstrated by those possessing a positive view of self and a negative view of others. All right. So now you think that you're the best thing since sliced bread, and everybody else have a problem. Okay. It is a reflection. You're standing in the mirror, and their problems really is your mirror, and it's showing you who you are. That's the reason that you don't like that person. That's the reason that that person gets on your last nerves. That's the reason why you don't want to be around them. I think my sister said it earlier. They're going to show you up. Okay. So here we go. You have a negative view of others. I'm uncomfortable. This is what you probably would say. I'm uncomfortable without close without close emotional relationships. It's important for me to feel independent and self-sufficient. I'm an independent woman. You prefer not to depend on others or have others dependent on you, because I just got this going on by myself. I don't need nobody else. They seek less intimacy with attachments whom they often view less positivity than they view themselves. Okay, so you're looking at them in a positive light, but you don't want an attachment with them, because again, you are now vulnerable. This was this helpless person. Okay, you're now vulnerable. You may be exposed. Okay, so you the one that walk around with the mask on. All right, so they suppress and hide their feelings. So these people you got to really be careful with, because these are the ones that you call fake. These are the ones that you call phony. These are the ones that you never know where they're coming from, what angle they may be coming from, because they see you in such a positive light, them in such a negative light, till they feel like, you know what, I just need to be by, myself. All right. So let me just make sure. I'm sorry. They see you in a negative light, but they feel that they're so positive. So that's gonna go back to the narcissist behaviors. Okay. Those people that are narcissists and have like grandiose behaviors, they first of all, they are really not all of that. Like they act like they are. Okay. And they make it seem like everybody else have problems. You got all the problems, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with me. Okay, God did not create us to be on an island by ourselves. So if you find yourself wanting to always spend time with yourself, you have a problem with letting people in. It makes you feel uncomfortable. There's like an uncomfortable feeling that you have when other people are around you. You're dealing with some insecurities. I'm telling you, ladies, there is something that has occurred in your life, okay, where you have been left open. You have been left vulnerable. You don't trust other people, okay? So we want to be able, and I'm not saying that you should trust everybody, but you got to trust somebody. You got to trust somebody. So then we have, last but not least, we have fearful, unresolved, and a cannot classify, okay? A cannot classify area. And this one is unstable, fluctuating, and unstable view of self and others. So this person pretty much is like all over the map. They're all over the map. One minute they feel like you're a good person. The next minute they feel like, you know what, you are my enemy. Okay. One minute they may be very happy, and the next minute they may be in a very, very low place. So these are people that are dealing with a lot of mental illnesses, and it stems from people with losses and traumas such as sexual abuse during their childhood and adolescence may often develop this attachment. Okay, so this is where there's a prolonged abuse that is going on with these people. So they have a trust issue, and they will say, I'm somewhat uncomfortable getting close to others. They will say, I want emotionally close relationships, but I find it difficult to completely trust others or depend on them. So they want it, but guess what? They're hurting inside. They're empty inside. Somebody has left them alone. Somebody has not made them feel secure. Okay, they worry if they will be hurt if they allow themselves to become close to other people. So people that have been hurt in relationships, okay? Sometimes we as women, we put up our wall, okay? And we say, ain't nobody else getting in. Now, there should be a wall put up for a period of time, and that period of time should be for your healing, okay? And it should be for your healing so you will not deal with the insecurities. So once you are healed, you know, you may want to see a therapist, because therapists can kind of walk you, or a pastor or a mentor. They can walk you through the different stages of relationships, okay? So they wish Tara say narcissists. I have seen that behavior on some people. I know, wow, teach, right? Because yeah, narcissists can, you know, they really, their goal is to make you feel bad. That's what their goal is, because they are hurting. Okay, so that's their goal. But so let's go back. Very good, Tara. Let's go back. So you put that wall up, and you put it up for a little while. Okay, so God can heal you. But that wall has got to come down, because if it does not come down, all right, you're going to have somebody that looks like little girl Lisa or acts like little girl Lisa, and you may be 65 years old, and you may be standing behind this wall, but what you are spewing out of your mouth is like fiery darts, okay? What you are, the way that you are acting towards somebody else is like fiery darts. It's like you're cantankerous. You're cantankerous because you have not dealt with your insecurities. Although I got this wall up, I don't want nobody to get close to me. I'm a little afraid. I do want to be your friend, but girl, I just been hurt so many times. Hurting people hurt other people. Absolutely. All right. So we got to be healed on tonight. They have mixed feelings. All right. Mixed feelings are combined with sometimes unconscious negative views about themselves and their attachments. Okay. So they have, and sometimes it's unconscious, negative views about themselves and negative views about their attachments. They feel unworthy of responsiveness from their attachments. They don't trust the interactions of their attachments. So you have someone in your life that really love you, and you have an issue with insecurity, so you don't really trust the motive of your attachment. That person that you really see in a positive light, but because I'm battling with insecurity so bad, I just can't see you in that positive light on today. I see you as a negative person on today. I really don't want to see you like this, okay? But I can't help myself. I can't help it. Okay, it feels like my mind is going in circles. These type of people, a lot of times they're misclassified as schizophrenic. And it's not schizophrenia. It's just that they're dealing with a lot of their insecurities, and they have emotions flying everywhere. They're very rampant, and they're very irregular. And they seek less intimacy, all right, and they suppress their feelings. They deny a lot, and they suppress their feelings. So these would be the people that would say, no, I'm not upset. I'm feeling fine. But you know on the outside that you're hurting, okay? So as I'm getting ready to wrap up, I kind of want to go back to the definition. It says secure means to be fixed or fastened, so as to not give way, become loose, or be lost. There is one person, especially for you ladies, if you're on this call and you have dealt with mother wounds, you've dealt with father wounds. Hey, Tanya, welcome, welcome. Father wounds, okay? There is a God that is a friend that stands closer than any brother. And one thing about him, he says, David said, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. When we go to God, I'm telling you, that is the best security that we can ever have. I encourage you on tonight, all right? I implore you on tonight. I'm going to give you a challenge on tonight to deal with your insecurities. If you need a therapist, go to a therapist. I got a good one for you, and I have some other recommendations. So inbox me, see someone, talk to someone, go to a pastor, go to a mentor. There's people out there. You can call me too. I'll be a counselor soon. But anyway, you could call me too, and I can, I'm not a practicing counselor, but I'll help you out as much as I can. But talk to somebody, all right? We need to be secure. It will make us happy people, all right? And it will make our friends happy too. It will make us happy people, and it will make our attachments happy people too, because you're no longer holding them hostage. You're no longer keep holding them at this level where, hi, Miss Hetty, where they should not be. God didn't design them to be because of the expectations that we have set on people because of our own insecurities. Get free, ladies. I'm telling you, it's miserable. Get free on tonight. Another thing in that definition is talking about being loose. I wanted to deal with that because I thought about, and we're going to be closing in a few minutes, I thought about when I was touched at a very young age and my body was tampered with, there was something that was turned on that should not have been turned on at 5, 6, 7 years old, okay? And what happened, and I'm still very high-natured because when you deal with someone that's been molested, again, and a male or whoever it is has bothered that female part that should not be bothered until marriage, you're now stuck with having to deal with this female part, okay, that was designed to be turned on when you're with your husband, okay? So what happened, I became promiscuous for a time. So in here it says secure, fixed, or fastened, so as not to give way, become loose, or be lost. Now, I know it may be talking, y'all may be thinking about a belt that become loose. However, when you are dealing with insecurities, you will run to anybody that's going to make you feel secure. And when that relationship does not work, then you go to the next person that's going to make you feel secure. And what happens is that, no, it is not that you are a whore, or it's not that, you're what they call, really a loose person. But the thing is, it's because you got some insecurities and you're constantly seeking for people to make you feel secure. How do we feel secure, ladies? Come on, talk to me. Our last talk. Come on, text us. How do we feel to make us, why do we feel secure? Men make us feel very, very secure. Okay? Men make us feel very secure. Why? Because it's just that male figure. It's that male figure. God created them to make us feel secure. That's why they were created, okay? So when you have that man in a home, he's your protector. So when we're loving, when we're making love and we have insecurities, this is a moment where you feel the most secure. This is the moment where nobody can tell you that you are not in the best place that you need to be in, okay? There is yes, men, yes, there is a security that is there. You have now created that soul tie, with that man, okay? Soul ties they're examples of a security because they're a bond. They're supposed to be like a rope or whatever that should not be broken. Okay, that is supposed to be between the husband and the wife. All right. So again, going back to being loose, we're very loose because we're constantly looking for love in all the wrong places. The book of Psalms will show you how God is a hiding place for his people. All right. Yes, men make us feel secure by giving their undivided attention and love and support. Yes, even just by them being there in your presence, those men make us feel secure. They make us feel good. All right. But I got news for you. We have got to shift our focus. If you're married, yes, go to your husband. Absolutely. But for us single ladies, until God sends us the man that he wants us to be with. I'm telling you, ladies, I have been in and out of relationships because of the insecurities that I've had to deal with throughout my life because of those insecurities. All right. And because you want to be in a relationship, because you want to live right. But if you wait on God, I just believe that God has that special mate for me. And I believe he has that special mate for you. So Psalms 119, 113 through 117 talks about hiding place and shelter. Psalm 119, 113 through 117. Psalm 32, 6 through 8. Hiding place and God being a protector. Psalm 31, 19 through 20. It also talks about God being that hiding place and a protector. Isaiah 4 through 6, hiding place. Psalms 34, 17 through 19 talks about how God rescues us. Psalms 28, 6 through 9, God is a strength and he is a shield. Psalms 118 talks about I won't be afraid. Ladies, I hope tonight that you all have been blessed. I know that when I was doing this research, I was completely blessed. It opened my eyes a lot about what I've gone through. I do find myself in a place of healing. And I know healing is a process and there's still some healing that I still need, but God has truly, truly healed me. And I thank God for that. If you will be open to God healing you, deal with those insecurities, catch yourself. That's the first thing to do. You want to confess it. You want to admit it. Talk to God. These are the things that I battle with. And I hope that you would you can go back, Tanya. It's okay. You can go back and watch it. I wish you will. Go back and watch it. Allow God definitely to heal you, ladies. In my closing, I want to say again that our winner for the bath bomb tonight is Tiana Mobley. So ladies, those ladies that have participated throughout this entire session that we had on tonight, your name is going to go into the raffle basket for next week. And again, it's a Girls Thing Lavender Bath Bomb for the month of July. You all enjoy yourselves. You all take care. Be blessed. Be free. I love you all. Take care. Mwah. Love you. Enjoy your night. Yes, we do, Tara. Good, Lisa. I'm so happy you were blessed. I'm so happy. So happy, Tasha. Love you. Take care. I'm so happy you were blessed. Tanya, I'm glad you were blessed. Love you, Teresa. Hey, Carla. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you were blessed as well.